hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Remastered. Today on Polestar, it's going to be BTS and going to be a Protoss player as well. It is Cal. We got Cal and BTS and a PVZ here on Polestar for you today. Hit that like button if you're excited to see what's going on in this PVZ, man. It's a 4-player map, so I feel like it's going to be maybe a hat first here from the Zerg player because it's a giant 4-player map to boot, right? And we're both playing under barcode names. I kind of feel like this barcode for Cal is a little bit more recognizable than BTS's barcode, but I kind of feel like those gaps are recognizable if you've seen it before. So maybe both players recognize each other despite the fact they're playing under a barcode name here. 500 APM on the start here for our guy Cal. Wow. That is a high APM for a Protoss player. Pylon on the low ground. And, what are we... Whoa, hang on a second. Whoa, it's a 9 pool. Okay, so 9 pool here from our guy BTS. He's going to be aggressive with these lings, and it's going to be a gateway opening here. Uh-oh. A forge opening is better against a 9 pool, but again, we are playing blind right now. We've got Terry. That is true indeed, Terry. You just barely missed that spinning wall, well, spinning umbrella of death right there. Look how sharp those edges are. Looks like a solar panel umbrella just spinning there. I don't know how that works, but so there we go. 9 pool extractor trick and the follow-up here. Yeah, we are going to be aggressive with these lings from BTS. He is an aggressive Zerg player, but on a 4-player map here, it relies on you scouting the other player first, and he does. He scouts, scouts the Protoss player here. He knows where the Protoss is right now. We have 6 lings on the way at 2 minutes. Scouting bottom left and then scouting top right, because those are the 2 places with a shorter rush distance on this map. And there we go. The probe says, okay, ling's already out. Ah! Robert the Zealot, hurry, hoof it back, block, block, block the wide open choke here. Expanding behind this is our guy BTS, but maybe that's just for extra larva. Maybe. He's going to go ahead and use the extra larva for lings here, but no, he's droning back home. Oh my gosh, such a disaster here. We've got 2 zealots, which will handle 6 lings here, blocking the ramp with probes. No, 2 probes went down. Is this probe? No, 2 probes went down. Full scout here for these 3 lings. And a 3rd hatch at 3 minutes here. So it was a 9 pull to get 6 lings out. Get scout. Maybe go ahead and chew down a couple of lings here. But yeah, it's going to be a macro follow-up here from BTS. Oh, probe down again. We've got 15 to 10 here. We've got 2 zealots marching up to the northern side of the map here. Not Terry. Barry sees them and reports back to the Overmind saying, hey, we need to make a couple more lings here because these zealots are hoofing it up. And this is a pretty undefended natural base here, lings. Yeah, 3 lings against 2 zealots. Nope, that is not going to work out there. As 2 zealots against 5 lings. Again, not going to happen. And yeah, look at this. Just an undefended natural. But because we need so many lings here to take down these probes... I thought these lings would be sent home, but nope. Cannon there. Can we kill this probe? Yes, we can. Yeah, another probe down. Excellent ling control here. With slow lings. First under gas into lair. We did clean up the zealots. We've got a 19 to 10 advantage here from the Protoss on workers. 2 kills for that ling. That is the ceiling. That is the ceiling for Zerglings, Slowlings inside the main base of a Protoss player here, man. Look at that. Regenning health. 13, 14 health now. And yeah, we've got slowlings all over the place. We've got another 100 gas here. Maybe metabolic boost? Maybe help these lings out? If you can get a third kill with this ling, he is in the MVP category for this game. Nope, getting killed by a probe. Yeah, that is appropriate. Cybernetics core finishing warping in here. We still do not have metabolic boost. So I think we're just going to go ahead and Hydra? I mean, we've got a Spire here. We are saving up for a Spire here from BTS. Stargate warping in on the way. And yeah, Spire on the way. Maybe it's just going to be Scourge. Maybe it's going to be Mutalisks. We do not know. We've got a third hatch here as well. And I'm watching the production tab for a Hydra Den. Because, yeah, if you're just going mass Hydra Lurker, there's no reason to get speed for these lings here. But if you're getting Mutalisks, lings pair really nicely there for the Mutalisks, and lings are better with speed. Citadel of a Dune on the way. Another cannon here. Zealot says, a third base. Fair enough. No kills here. And where do you go? Back towards the third base, indeed. And a Dragoon. No! Wait, that's not Terry. Terry's doing just fine. Terry's going to get killed by a Corsair here. Dude, run. Run. Try to hide, dude. All right, he's not going to be trying to hide. Zealot behind the mineral lines is cleaned up fairly easily. We've got a +1 attack for these Corsairs. And no sign of a Hydra Den. Just macro hatches. Interesting. So it's going to be Mutas here on the third base. Yeah, you're running now, but that is a little bit too late here. We've got a Templar Archives on the way at 6 minutes, sub 7 minutes here from Cal. And this Dragoon has 1 kill, but what about second kill, Precious? No, high ground for the Overlord. Corsairs don't care about high ground, but hey. Hey, this Corsair is already here. I guess he... Wow, Terry's lucky, man. I guess he popped out of that Stargate and just went straight towards the Zerg base, not bothering to kill the Overlord inside his main base here, and being burned down by Mutalisks. Dude, Cal. Okay. So Mutalisk taking down the first Corsair. That is an excellent get for BTS. Still pumping Corsairs because that +1 attack needs to go somewhere. Evolution Chamber, and yeah, we're just going Ogre Zerg at this point. Metabolic boost. No, it's just going to be Mutas and Scourge all over the place here. Probes going down at the natural base. Corsairs trying to help, but yeah, chasing it off. Another probe down. 34 to 34 workers here. BTS is in such a good position. More probes are going down. Got ourselves a DT with 4 kills, killing those stationary lings at the front there. Got a creep colony. It's going to say it's going to be a sunken here. 1 sunken and an Overlord is enough to deter a DT. And there we go. Hydra Den now. So just a little bit of harassment here from these Mutalisks, killing, I don't know, 7 or 8 probes. That was an excellent, excellent get there. But it's a 2 Stargate Corsair +1 here from Cal. Yeah, switching into Hydralisks right now is a good deal. That DT got 4 drone kills. 6 drone kills before the Sunken could kill it. Never mind. Wow, an Overlord and a Sunken is not enough to dissuade a Dark Templar from coming in here and getting 6 drone kills. In addition to the 4 or 5 ling kills he already got. That is a highly effective DT. Wow, that is damn the Dark Templar stuff for sure. Not like 15 kills or 20 kills as some DTs can get, but that was an excellent, excellent kill count for a DT with an Overlord and a Sunken right over him and right around him. Are we going to expand to a ninja base here? Are we going to ninja, Cal? This probe says, I'm going to ninja. This drone says, I'm going to make a 4th base. And we're going to see any sign of a Queen's Nest here, but no, just upgrading the Hydralisks. Upgrading Overlords to be able to run away from all of the Corsairs that are on the map right now. Check this out, dude. It is a 7 Corsair group. Still pumping them. 8 Corsair group. 9th one on the way. +1 attack done. And we will see what damage they can do here against BTS. Hydralisks, again, all over the place. Well, wherever Overlords are, there are Hydralisks. Top right, devoid of anything. Protection, Hydras, Sunkens, and this is why we drop inside the main base as a Protoss, isn't it? Blah. Okay, Hydras here. We do have Speed Zealots with a +1 attack. Those are effective against Hydras. So we've got Mutalisks. One connection on that Corsair. Not enough to take it down. As always, it takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. It takes two. And 2 Overlords die. 1 Corsair. Is that a trade? I don't know. Range is not quite done here for these Hydralisks, but he did find a spot where unranged upgraded Hydralisks can kill this gateway. Oh, man. DT on the way. Is this... No Overlord around here. So a DT popping out of this gateway will save the gateway. Interesting case of the DT... Well, never mind. Not saving it, I guess, but maybe saving this forge here with a +1 armor for the Protoss player. Yeah, we expanded bottom left. Top left here for BTS. What the heck? A ninja. Here in this space, I can see why RJB liked this map so much and liked this replay. We've got Lurker Aspect on the way here again, further upgrading all of the Hydralisks. He's making 9 Hydras on the way. Psystorm is a nice counter to Hydras here as well, and a Ninja third. Look at this. Link scouting the third base, Link scouting the other possible third base and saying, I guess it's going to be a 2-base super lot of gateway attack here, but no, it's not. And this 4th base against a 2-base Protoss is not very good, but I don't know, maybe getting lucky here. DT with 4 kills. Overlord here. Hydras here as well. And can we kill the Overlord and save the DT? Yes, we can. Overlord down. 2nd Overlord here. DT should be dead. And now he is dead there. Corsair is not quite able to kill that 2nd Overlord. And the drones are safe for now. There's a 3rd Overlord as well. Cannot blame him. Cannot blame BTS at this point. Especially after that DT attack at the 2nd base was so effective. We have, what's going on here? We've got range for the Dragoons. He knows Lurkers are on the way. Anytime you see this many Hydralisks, Lurkers are pretty much guaranteed to be on the way here, but not super ultra guaranteed, right? Not like bet the farm on it, but guaranteed enough. So Hydra Lurker, now is the time for the Zerg player to attack. That's why Storm is here. That's why Zealots are here. That's why this many cannons are here. And the Corsair just kind of hunting around, checking to see, is there a 5th base here from BTS? No, just a lot of macro hatches, right? Macro hatch, macro hatch, macro hatch, macro hatch. It's a bunch of them, but this is a lot of Hydras charging on down. Psystorm is good. Psystorm is really good. Yeah, I mean, these Hydras are going to try to do their best here, man. If High Templar didn't exist, Hydra Bus would win every PvZ in the history of the game. It'd be very boring. So, you know, Psystorm is broken, but we need it. It's like how Dark Swarm and Plague are broken. We kind of need... Actually, we don't need those against Protoss, do we? Soma showed us that. Yeah, 4th base, no. I think BTS thinks he's in a much better place than he is because he's like, aha! I canceled the Protoss's 3rd base. I'm on 4 bases. He's on 2. I'm going to win. But guess what's down here, guy? You don't know about the Ninja base. The Ninja base from Cal is going to be his saving grace right now. I really feel like if Cal wins this game, I'm going to be able to point back to that base being alive and absolutely no scouting by BTS. Seeing it does snipe one of the High Templar there, but there are so many High Templar here. DTs as well. 1 Overlord. Corsairs might be able to burn that thing down if they really give it their best and give it their all. This is so many Hydralisks. They got +1 attack. 1/1 upgrades for the Protoss ground units down this way. And a 5th base coming in. BTS thinks he is just running away with this game. He does. I've got the Protoss contained on 2 bases. I've got a 4th base. I'm getting a 5th base now. I can win with Hydra Lurker here. I can just... Who cares about the trades? I can lose 100 Hydralisks and win the game anyway because Protoss is going to mine out. He's trapped on 2 bases. He just can't do much with that economy, and I feel great. But, dude, check the other bases, BTS, man. The longer this goes, the worse it is for him. He did a great job scouting potential 3rd bases for the Zerg, but for the Protoss, but he didn't see the one that the Protoss actually went to, which, you know, not exactly how this is supposed to work. Corsairs, I feel like that's going to be a drop at some point into the main. There is an Overlord here, at least. But the Corsairs can kill that. And DTs get in there. That'd be a problem. More of the beautiful Psy Storms. Oh, the Zerg blood is seeping into the ground here. Again, it's a space station. I guess maybe there are gaps in the floor the Zerg blood and corpses are seeping into. But, dude, no. This is so hard to break with Psy Storm, Zealots, Cannons. The Lurker Contain is okay, but Lurker down, Lurker down, Lurker down. Yeah, Cal's doing fine here. Of course, Carrot's continuing to hunt over that way, finding some stuff to kill. Not supply blocking BTS. Not even by a long shot. 193 to 128 total supply there. DT does get into this 5th base. He's doing all right. He's doing all right here. DT, did he drop? Did he walk across the entire map? I missed him. Was he here for the whole time? I don't know. I don't know where that guy came from. He seems to have just completely apparated here. As they reference it in Harry Potter, apparition and disapparition. Yeah, man, this is not going to work out for BTS. These Dragoons are holding their own. They've got upgrades. There's Psy Storm behind. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful from Cal. Like, wait, how does he have so much stuff? How is this working out for him? I should do well against these Hydras. No! Or against these Dragoons with my Hydralisks. No. I don't think we can, actually. Archon is out. Going after eggs. Overlord dying. Yeah, man. Cal's in control of this game at 16 minutes. I'm going to wait to see if the Zerg player is going to go for Hive Tech or not. Remember, I don't think he felt like he had to do all of these Lurker eggs get canceled. That is such a big win. Now getting a 4th base down at what BTS thinks is a 3rd base. Hilarious stuff from our guy at BTS. Can't be pleased about that at all. Not pleased. Not even a little bit. He's back. He's trying to Hydro Lurker this thing for all time and eternity. Once again, he's like, aha, your 3rd base. Ah, I am too smart for you. I found your 3rd base. I almost feel like this is bait at this stage. Cal's like, oh no, my 3rd base. Please, no, I only have 2. Blah, bad. And then the Hydras try to come back out. And they run into a bunch of everything. Zealots, Dragoons. Everybody dies for the cancel on that 3rd base. And Cal's like, yeah, you thought that was worth it. I don't think it was. I'm on 3 bases. And BTS has got to be confused at this point. He just has to. He's like, how do you have so much stuff? Hydra's check. Did you sneak one here? No. Check down here, man. At least just check that corner on some level. No, he's abandoning the scouting effort, making 14 more Hydralisks on the backside of it. He's got Lings with 1-1. His Hydralisks are at a solid 2-1. Protoss is at 2-2. Better upgrades. Better ingredients. Man. He's just trying it. He's trying Hydro Lurker forever. He's like, there's no way you're not mining out. Like, soon, dude. You're on 2 bases alone. You probably have 60 workers on 2 bases. That's horrible. I'm winning this game. And then, no, every battle that happens, the Zerg player gets their butt kicked, is further forced to retreat here. And yeah, gets down again, kills the 3rd base, is feeling so pleased with himself. Just, is finally getting speed for his Lings at 18 minutes. Oh, Psy Storm saves it. Okay, so this time it doesn't get canceled. He does manage to save the base. Corsairs, getting picked out of the sky. 0 kills and 1 kill on those Corsairs. Not exactly paying for themselves there. The 18 metabolic boost is diabolical. I cannot believe he's getting speed now. He might have been able to kill that Nexus if those Lings had speed. Yeah, no sign of a Queen's Nest at all. He is completely misreading the state of this game. VTS guy, I love ya. I do. But you just, at some point, you have to feel suspicious. And feel as though, why is the Protoss still holding here? I'm a 5-basing Zerg against a 2-basing Toss. I should be winning this game, but I'm not. Why? Think about it. Think about what potential things could be happening here. Think about where you haven't scouted. Oh, that guy totally toast. DT in the mix. No Overlord. Overlord is not coming either, so gotta fall back. My gosh, 1 DT. My kingdom for a DT. Look at these guys go. All right, okay. BTS is throwing. BTS is throwing this game. Doesn't bring Overlords with his army. DT getting absolute free swings here. Full HP on this DT. 4 total kills. These are Hydra kills. These aren't Ling kills he's getting. This is such a weird game, man. DT. Swamp, bring. Okay, Overlord finally being brought to the front after this DT ends up getting 6 kills. Might actually die to Psystorm more than anything else here. 6 kills. Finally gets targeted. More DTs in the mix here. More Psystorms. This is just one of those games that makes it feel like Protoss is impossible to beat as Zerg, but then you watch Soma and you're like, yeah, we feel good. And Sulky. You're like, no. You know what? It's a skill thing. If you're good enough at Zerg, you can beat Protoss. If you can't beat Protoss, get good, Scrub. Get on Sulky and Soma's level here. Finally, a Queen's Nest. The 20-minute and 30-second Queen's Nest here from BTS. He's like, okay, at some point, I got to start plaguing some of this stuff. This is getting ridiculous. High Templar dies. High Templar dies with 2 kills. That's actually not as good as I would like to have seen. And I'm sure that all Protoss players are disappointed in that guy. So Ninja Base really doing it all right now for Cal. It's like, do you have this? Man, I checked this base already. I didn't have it. He's gonna send. Okay, finally sends a Speedling to this corner for the first time today and says, There's no way. Oh my gosh. He checks the mineral counts and he's like sub 1,000 minerals. This thing's been here forever. Quick, split some links off. Kill it. I don't have cracklings yet. That's fine. Is there a DT? Oh my gosh. There's a DT in the main. Cannot see that on the minimap at all. But yeah, he gets a DT into the main. Finally, all these guys down in the bottom left die. I'm really shocked it's not defended at all. Like, you'd think you'd have a couple zealots or like 2 cannons down here. I'm not sure that would have saved it, but he was really just betting on the fact that the Zerg was not going to see it for as long as he did. And yeah, he didn't see it. New base replacing that one at the 6 o'clock coming in from Cal. Nexus down bottom left. But it did what it needed to do. It really put Cal into a great position here. 150 to 129 supply at 22 minutes. Yeah, man. He's got +3 attack and +3 armor on these dudes. They are so chunky and strong against these hiders that only have +2 attack because they're locked out of +3 because, well, the hive is done now. But it wasn't done until now. He's not getting those upgrades, by the way. And Cal's like, I have deceived you, and deception wins games a lot. Especially RTS games. If you can trick your opponent into thinking the reality is not what it is, you will win a lot of games in the RTS genre. Overlord sniped. Overlord sniped. Losing a Corsair there. This guy's got 2 kills. Trying to hang on for the best of everybody. Ling's running around. They finally have speed. Like, woo, we got speed. We can jump on cannons more easily now. We don't have Adrenal because BTS got a hive and is not doing anything with the hive. He's not getting Adrenal. He's not getting 3/3 upgrades for anything. He's not building a Defiler mound. Like, why do you have a hive, sir? New minerals only base up here, by the way, from BTS. So he is at 6 bases. He's not doing anything with the hive. BTS, dude, I love you. I really like you a lot, but what is happening right now? Why? Oh, he's getting Adrenal. Okay, so at least he's doing one thing with the hive tech. Spawning pool died up there, too. That's funny. That's why the pool's in the top left now. So, it's Tier 2. It's Tier 2 Hydroling versus very Tier 3. 3/3 Dragoons and Zealots, Archons and Psystorm. Tier 3 is going to beat Tier 2. Again, unless you're Soma, who somehow defeated Snow in the finals of ASL 20 without using a single Defiler, which is insanity. Probably got Adrenal in a couple of those games. So he was using Tier 3 on some level, but didn't use any Defilers. Yeah, there you go. Finally getting a +3 Carapace upgrade. BTS. Base is rolling. Kind of feel like Cal needs a new base at some point here pretty soon. Ooh, shuttle drop. Distraction. And then I think, yep, send the DT into the main while everybody runs to that other base. Look at this. Look at this smooth move by Cal. Yeah. Drones are trying to fight. Not against a 4 armor DT. Finally, some links help them out. They've got Adrenal, so that was not too bad. Could have been worse. couple Lings popped out. Overlords were there. He had enough to not die, but 50 to 51 workers. About even supply here. Not really great for the Protoss player. Not when all the Psystorm is up. Not when the DTs are running around. Not when Archons are in the mix. He's getting +3 melee. He's really in love with the Lings right now, which I can not really argue against. It's a lot of Dragoons. It's a pretty Dragoon-heavy comp here. Not getting that +3 attack for the Hydras is interesting. Hey, we get a Defiler Mound. Let's go. Defiler Mound finally happening. 25-minute Defiler Mound. BTS is like, yeah, I guess some Plague would be nice here. Why not? Crackling is getting on top of the Dragoons, but good Storm placements, making sure they don't really do too much there. Yeah, man, Storms are good. Did I tell you I've been playing the Mass Recall campaign on the stream here lately, and that is the Brood War campaign recreated in the StarCraft 2 engine. And so it kind of looks like StarCraft 2, but it's definitely Brood War in a lot of ways. So they have different difficulty settings. Low, medium, and hard, right? Easy, medium, and hard. And I'm playing on hard because obviously, but yeah, the Zerg can split against Storm like absolute bosses. Like it is AI level splits against Storm. Like you'll have 4 Hydras attacking you and you storm them and one goes here, one goes here, one goes here, one goes here at the same time. And perfectly splits against the Storm. And I'm like, whoa! Not even Sulky can do that. What is this garbage? It makes Storm kind of bad in the campaign. It's sort of freaking me out. Anyway, so just watching the Zerg player eat Storms, and I'm like, man, the computer is better at splitting against Storms than BTS is, than any of these Zerg players are. Consume's on the way. Reaver Tech's coming in response. Love that. Robotic Support Bay coming in. 170 to 185 supply. Zerg player is up. Zerg player is big. Free shuttle is free. Not sure where I was trying to go, but bad angle there. Got unlucky. Counter-attacking down this way. New High Templar come out of the natural base to storm a giant line of Zerg. But there's enough Cracklings here, especially with... Well, they don't have the 3-3 yet. They almost have the 3-3, but the Crackling upgrade, that is a dead Nexus. Trying to save it. No. All right, BTS. He's putting in some work right now. He takes down the 4th Nexus. 5th and 6th Nexuses, rebuilding bottom left. Cal, really comfortable down there. It's nice. BTS has a 9 o'clock base. He could take this one, but it's pretty much the only one he can go for here. He's got Dark Swarm because he has Consumed. Plague is on the way. 19 Lings are on the way. 19 sets of Lings are on the way. That's a lot of Lings in production. Psystorm gonna do its best here. Dark Swarm is up. Means the cannons are impotent. Absolutely. Yeah, another Nexus down. Dude, BTS is going to win this game. Look at this. Despite the ninja by Cal, BTS is sniping Nexuses like he's got a sniper scope here. No scope, 360. Another one going to go down the bottom. Lex is going to die for the 2nd time today. And yeah, BTS has too many bases. He finally gets into tier 3 Cracklings, which is such a big upgrade to get against Protoss and against, well, everybody except Zerg, I guess, because getting to Hive is impossible against Zerg. But yeah, this base getting replanted. This base not getting replanted yet. He probably could. He's got the money for it. He needs to do it now. And then, yeah, Lings jump in. Oh, free High Templar are free. Okay, maybe some Lings died there, but pretty good trade overall. This base needs to be canceled. It's almost done. Don't let it finish. Oh, he let it finish, and then it died. Oh, Cal. Bad move. Bad move. Cal is throwing this game in a massive way. These Lings didn't have to die. Really did not have to die. Could have snuck him out this way and been just fine, but I guess he's too busy macroing back home. 10 Hydras in production. Plague is done. I mean, better late than never with Plague, right? We're going to get some Plagues out here if we are lucky. Yeah, Zerglings now getting better trades. There's Dark Storm to protect them from the Dragoons. They've got Crackling. They've got +3 attack. They got +3 armor. They are as good as they're ever going to get, and they're pretty good. As a result, high ground lurker shenanigans. The Archons are a little hesitant to go in there. A little bit. Plague There's the Plague Defiler, sniped out, assassinated for daring to plague the Protoss army. Bottom left base is not back. This base is coming back. This base is not back. Dude, economically, this is bad times for Cal. He's just getting picked apart right now. Cracklings are running around. They're absolutely eating those Zealots. Zealots have bullied them for most of this game, but once you get the Crackling upgrade, they bully the Zealots hard, cost for cost. Hard. Another Plague goes down, largely catching Archons, but a bunch of Dragoons caught it as well. Yeah, trying to snipe High Templar. Cal is just stuck defending, and meanwhile, we're just flooding. Zerg player up 170 to 145 supply. He's like, well, where do I want to go? It's a smorgasbord. Do I go bottom left? Do I go 6 o'clock? Do I go bottom right? All these are good options. Let's go bottom left, I guess. No Reavers quite yet. He hasn't, well, he's got one in production. Hasn't had a ton of cash to make a ton of Reavers yet. Psystorm, good enough against what we're dealing with anyway here. This is just not going to happen for Cal. I like you, Cal. I think the Ninja Base was a great idea. You got away with it for a really long time. But it's a 65 worker Zerg, 180 to 150 supply for the Protoss. Yes, you're going to have Reavers and Archons and High Templar, the holy trifecta of the Protoss arsenal. But I just don't feel like it's going to be quite enough. Yeah, 22 kill Archon. Again, High Templar included there, but still, Dark Storm. Dark Storm means how much Storm do you have? And the answer is not a lot. Like 3 there, not enough to save this. Lings are outside of the Dark Storm, but 3 Lings against cannons. You don't even need the Orange Cloud all that much against this. Oh, look at this. Not even getting hit there. Ling crushing it. He's got 3 kills. Archon goes 1 shot down. But yeah, again, BTS is massing and sending and massing and sending. We got some Reavers down here now. That Scarab was the worst Scarab of all time. Somehow it came out of the side of that Reaver, got stuck between its own body and the cannon, and never exploded. Not sure what that's all about, my dude. Oh, DT gets in there and snipes a Defiler. There you go. He's killing some lurkers here, but guess what's over here? Death. Over here is death. All right. Well, this is over. Really nice storms. Gotta hats off to all the Ling blood on the ground. 6 o'clock base getting killed. Not even with Dark Storm, but not enough Lings to make that happen, even with the full upgrades there. Lings, oh yeah. Archon, no. Wait, why is this Ling not attacking? Look at him sporadically attack that thing. Was that weird? That was weird. That was glitchy, right? Yeah, killing an Archon, killing High Templars are coming out. Army comes to deal with this, and then whoop! Back down to the 6 o'clock we go. Nah, this is just... When you're defending like this, and the Zerg player is just producing 50 Lings at a time and 20 Hydras, and you're done. You are done. You're dead and you just don't know it yet. Yeah, that base down. This base never came back. This base is getting sieged by lurkers. I mean, to be fair, that bottom left is going to be really hard to crack with the Reavers there and the cannons and the High Templar and stuff. It's going to be tough. But the Zerg player is just too big. He's taken the right side base. He's taken this base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bases for the Zerg, sir. Beating a 9-basing Zerg at the 33-minute mark is a very hard to do. Especially if you're mining on 2 bases. Now look, not all those 9 bases are mining for the Zerg player, right? We see all the mining out that's happening here. But still. The numbers. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Wait, did he... Nope, Scarab damage is on the way. Okay. Gonna be fine. Right side base gonna die, but that means that there's nothing defending this except for, well, 3 Reavers, a bunch of High Templar with a ton of Storm, and some cannons. BTS says, we're gonna bait out some Storms here. Ooh, he dodged it too. That's actually a sick move. He baits out 2 Storms and doesn't even lose the Lurker in the process. That's hard to do. I mean, just trying to move across the map, trying to win. somewhere, something. Get up here and probably kill this base if he wanted to. I'm not sure BTS is that worried about it. Setting up the drops, trying to get that hammer down on that bottom left base. Bypassing all the defense at the front. He sees it. He saw the drops coming. He is bringing these Reavers and some High Templar back to this base to try to defend it. How did he see that? At some point he saw, because he is repositioning his forces to deal with exactly this. Here comes the drop. He's like, wait, you have defenses back here? All right, we're going to unload one Hydralisk, couple Lings, bait those storms out, bait those Reaver shots out. Reaver down. Reaver also dead. Yeah, this is it. This is it. That was really well executed of a drop. Didn't come in and just drop everything at once and just say, hey, storm here, send Reaver Scarabs here. He unloaded a few at a time. Yeah, all the Reavers are dead. Psystorm is good, but it's not that good. And it's just a 65 drone Zerg player making 50 Lings at a time. He can lose 1,000 Lings. He can replace them. It's not a big deal. Still running up this right side. Look, Cal's going to find this base and kill it, which is really nice. But it's a one base mining Protoss, and here comes death again. The Reavers are largely dead. There's one back here, which isn't nearly as good as three. The High Templar storm what they can, try to Archon up in the face of instant and immediate death, and that is it. Cal's got to tap out, and he does. Taps out. Bam, at 36 minutes, and I hit the pause button after it already paused itself, so we get to do a really, really fun rewatch of the game on the minimap, which is kind of neat. Anyway, GG BTS. I was honestly fairly sure that he was going to lose after that ninja went unscouted by him for so long, but at the end of the day, he was able to overcome anyway. Just not enough bases killed here, right? The Protoss player did end up killing this, but he never really got any hatches killed anywhere else the entire game. And if you kill 0 hatches in a PvZ, you're probably going to die. I think that was a cancel, or this was a cancel. Anyway, you know the drill. But yeah, look at this. Look at how long this base is just being absolutely not scouted at all. Corsairs did pretty well for themselves. DT's got a lot of work done here too, but I think Cal needed to expand more, faster, get Reavers out a little bit better, and then he needed some kind of a strong push to the other side of the map. Just for the rest of the game here, after 20 minutes, he never really makes it up there. He never gets into a position where he can actually threaten any of these bases. He's always playing whack-a-mole. He's always dealing with the Zergs, sending stuff here and sending stuff here and sending stuff here, and every time he tries to make a push out, there's a counterattack down the other way. And Zerg is fast and so annoying, and they can kill your bases so quickly, and this is just an absolute nightmare for Cal. He's had this nightmare before, in fact, I think, where the Zerg player just keeps counterattacking, counterattacking. He can never deal with it. But yeah, just nothing ever threatened this base or this base. I mean, there were some DTs up in this area, but nothing. The army never made it across the map to actually kill a hatch. And if you don't do that, it's going to be hard to win. So GG, man. BTS gets the win in 10 minutes and 36 minutes and 25 seconds. 333,000 points, 330 points there. The 1,300 Zerg unit per roost number is good. Killing 1,000 Zerg units is also very good. But the outproduction is about 300 more than the kill-death ratio, and that was the difference here. The money's going to be a big deal here, too. The 61-1 is massive. You don't kill a lot of buildings against Zerg, right? Zerg doesn't have a lot of buildings, but 61-1 is not tenable. And then the outspend by a full 20,000 resources in 36 minutes. And the future income is going to be really nice, too. So, GG, man. Like, what a great, great showing from our guy, BTS. I thought he was in trouble, but he wins it in the end. Good job by him. All right, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.